I'm excited to share that LenderLink has officially launched a podcast called Private Lending Insights. We published our first 2 episodes in November 2024 and plan to release new episodes every week. While I've produced a lot of informational videos over the past 3 years, this is the first time we're offering content in an audio format. The podcast will make it easier for us to share valuable insights about private mortgage lending, and I'm also looking forward to interviewing lenders and industry experts, not only to bring their knowledge to our listeners, but so that I can learn as well. On the Private Lending Insights podcast, our goal is to provide valuable information about private mortgage lending across the United States. Most episodes will feature concise, insight-driven interviews with industry professionals. While I may touch on a guest company history, the primary focus will be on practical industry knowledge and meaningful takeaways rather than personal backgrounds or life stories. Most of the time, the guest will be a lender that's listed on privatelenderlink.com, but occasionally I'll bring on a service provider or other industry expert. You'll also hear solo episodes where I provide market updates or share my thoughts on specific topics. Private real estate lending encompasses a few different areas, but on this podcast, we'll focus on professional private lending secured by residential investment properties, but I'll also cover multifamily and commercial properties nationwide, with loan amounts ranging from $100,000 to $20 million. The loans are commonly known as bridge loans, hard money loans, or private money loans, although many real estate investors use the term private money to refer to individual lenders who do not operate a lending company. In the institutional investment world, they call it RTL, residential transition loans, or BPL, business purpose lending. Now, the majority of private lending is short-term, from 3 months to 24 months. So bridge loans to purchase or refinance an investment property, fix and flip projects, rehab to rent, value-add projects, ground-up construction, and land development. Private lending also includes long-term financing options for residential rental properties, which is commonly known as DSCR lending. We'll have lots of content about DSCR loans. We'll also talk about long-term financing options for multifamily or commercial property owners who need to refinance out of a bridge loan. Most of our content will focus on loan origination, so getting a loan, exploring loan programs, and anything that's of interest to real estate investors who are the borrowers in the transaction, or loan originators who are assisting borrowers with obtaining financing. Now, beyond loan origination, we'll get into some of the various services that support real estate investors and private lenders as well. From time to time, we'll talk about capital markets and other industry stuff that may be more relevant to lenders and capital providers within our industry versus the borrowers and the brokers. At the beginning of each episode, I'll explain the topic and I'll specify the intended audience so that listeners can decide if they're interested in the topic or not. So a little about me, I operate privatelenderlink.com, a website where real estate investors and brokers find direct private lending companies. I built and launched the site in 2010. I have a bit of a unique role in this industry. I don't originate loans, I don't broker, I don't get involved in deals. I've never originated a loan, and I don't want to. I really just enjoy operating our platform, connecting people with lenders, and sharing information about private real estate lending. Private lending is a small industry and one I've enjoyed being a part of over the past decade. And what I cherish the most are the relationships I've built along the way. I enjoy meeting people face to face, which is why I've attended countless industry conferences over the years where I've networked with lenders and other industry professionals. Whether they're focused on private lending, residential real estate investing, or commercial real estate, these events have been invaluable for making connections, and this is the foundation of our platform. This podcast has been a long time coming, so I'm excited to finally get it started. Visit podcast.privatelenderlink.com to listen and subscribe. I look forward to providing you with lots of great content about private mortgage lending. So stay tuned, and thank you for listening.